Yo, chat. First thing I want to do is I'm gonna do a little bit of a yap session before the yap session, so it's gonna be a yap session inside of a yap session. Skip to here for the actual video. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Shit, you know I can't do this yap session without a little bit of eats first. Hold on. For the eats, you already know. You got Dave's hot chicken. Feel me? Chicken sandwich with some fries. You know, some light dipping sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's. Can't go nothing wrong with that. Beverage. Refrigerated water. We ran out of Minute Maid, so I had to use refrigerated water. I kind of have to run to the store to get some Minute Maid, but I'm gonna do all that later. Anyways, chat, I want to talk about the channel real quick. You feel me? Hold on, let me get a little bite of this here chicken sandwich, cuh. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Hold on. This shit really hit different, car. All right, so look, the channel. Some of y'all may know me as that one dude from TikTok.
Put me out, lay your ass down.
Some of y'all may know me as that one guy from Twitch.
And
if you don't know me, get to know me.
That's why your mama broke. That's why you got no kids. That's why you got no bread. That's why you got no girlfriend. That's why you're Haitian. Give it a round of applause, chat. First of all, doing this shit for real,
Either or, whether you're followed to me, subbed up, subscribe. I said subscribe 2 times, I'm a dumbass. Either or, if you tapped in with me, I appreciate you. Really. As of recording this, it is currently Wednesday, September 10th. I start college on September 15th. What does that mean for the channel? Production might slow down a bit. But, I just want to let y'all know, a nigga never sleeps, bro. Yes, it's been 2 weeks since I last posted on YouTube, but I want y'all to know I am genuinely grinding. If I'm not posting on YouTube, then I'm streaming on Twitch. If I'm not streaming on Twitch, then I'm posting clips on TikTok. There's no nothing. And if I'm not doing anything, if I'm not posting on this site, that site, or this site, I am working behind the scenes. Let me show y'all some. This right here, this is my personal phone. I want to do IRL content, but I know the storage on my phone is not gonna be it. So this is what I did. I said, hold on, let me buy a completely separate phone to do the IRL videos. I bought this phone. Sadly, my dumbass didn't do research. This phone's quality sucks. So you know what I had to do? I had to buy another phone. All right, this phone's quality much better. Okay. I also have a tripod to record such videos. And I also have a cameraman in the works, and I'm paying him. Most of my time recently has just been going to my job, getting the paychecks, putting some of my paycheck into my savings account, and having some money left over to do stuff that I need to do, like stuff on my car and stuff like that. And the other portion of it is going into this. I just wanted to let y'all know, just because a young nigga is not posting doesn't mean he's not working. I am a one-man team. I record my own videos. I edit my own videos. I make my own thumbnails, I post my own videos, and I schedule my own videos. Let this be known. I'm a one-man team, but that I'm not using that shit as an excuse. We're gonna get this grind out the way. We're gonna do what we need to do. I'm gonna make sure I get some shit out for y'all, and y'all gonna enjoy it, and we're all gonna fuck with each other. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up, YouTube? Today we got a little yacht session going on, you know what I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck am I talking about, bro? Anyways, we got ourselves a little yacht session. Today, this yap session is going to be on a little bit serious. So it's going to be just a little bit serious. That's it. Today, we're going to be yapping about a 9-to-5 job versus making content, all right? Just straight up working versus what I'm doing, basically. And I'm not yapping about this, you know, just to make it seem like to them niggas who work a 9-to-5, your shit ain't as hard as you say. No, I'm just yapping about this because the niggas who work a 9-to-5, they say some shit like, oh, y'all niggas just record yourself playing video games and I could do that too. No, the fuck you can't, all right? There's shit that comes with this that has genuinely as much, if not more magnitude than a 9-to-5 job. And if you don't believe me, then let's get straight to this yap session, all right? Let's get to it. In this yap session, I will be using 4 points, 4 reasons why I feel like content creating is up there, if not higher than a 9-to-5 job. And for the sake of this argument, I'm just gonna be using YouTubing as an example and not like streaming on Twitch or nothing like that, because let's really be honest. If I was talking about streaming on Twitch, this wouldn't even be a conversation. All right, getting recognized on Twitch, because Twitch's algorithm is so shit. Getting recognized on Twitch and building a platform off of Twitch by itself is way harder than building a platform on any other thing that you can imagine in this world. So for the sake of the yap, we're just going to be sticking with YouTube for right now. All right. And also, as an additional of information, I would like to say, yes, I have a job. I work from 3 a.m. to 12:30. So I have an 8-hour shift. So I basically have the time frame of a 9 to 5. So yes, I'm in both fields. I'm in the 9 to 5 field, and I'm also in the content creation field. And working both, I can see that creating content is significantly harder. Well, I wouldn't say significantly, but it is, you feel me? It's up there, all right? It's up there. It's nothing to fucking, you feel me? It's no laughing matter, all right? It's fucking up there. So my first reason, obviously, we're gonna address the elephant in the room, is pay, all right? Let's talk money. Let's talk money. With a 9 to 5 job, you are on a set pay. You are on a set balance, all right? So any job you get hired at, you're gonna be making some sort of amount of money an hour, all right? Whether it's $15 an hour or $18 an hour, okay? You are set on a pay period, which means that could either be bi-weekly, every 2 weeks, or that could be weekly, every week. Either or, every 2 weeks or every week, you're getting some sort of check, some sort of set pay. For YouTubers, streamers, content creators, our pay fluctuates, all right? We don't have no set pay. Our pay is based off of us and based off of the people who are watching this video right here, the viewers. First off, let's talk about the requirements to even get paid when making content. We have to set a requirement for follower count, views, watch time, sponsorships, ad revenue. There's multiple things when it comes to content creating, when it comes to money, all right? If you don't reach the platform that you're making content on, if you don't reach their requirements, you don't get a single dime of what you make. You can make a viral video, and that could be a video before you met the requirements. You wouldn't get a single dime off that video if you didn't reach the requirements beforehand when you made that video. And it sucks. It honestly does. When you are in this era making content like myself, I don't get paid for this at all. I don't. I'm in a phase called a hard working and grinding phase right now. I'm currently grinding to even get the chance to have revenue, or to even get the chance of, you know, even making a cent off of what I'm doing right now. What I have here, I consider this a talent. I consider this asset of myself that, you know, I'm very good at, you know, and we can all agree, who wouldn't want to be paid for their talents? Who wouldn't want to be paid for their efforts and what they're really good at, you know? But back to the pay. 9 to 5, you have a set pay. Yeah, there could be a week or two where you don't work a day, or you work, you feel me, not as much, but you will still get paid around the same range, all right? You will still get paid. Say you work 3 days throughout the week, right? You will get paid, I don't know, $100. And then you miss 1 day in the week, and then you get paid, I don't know, $80. You still have a little, you feel me, you have a window of what you're gonna make within the week or the 2 weeks that you're getting paid. For YouTubers, for people like, you feel me, for people who make content and stream and all that, they don't have that, all right? They have to deal with getting copyrighted. They have to deal with videos getting taken down for no explicit reason, because YouTube doesn't want to specify why they take down videos. They got to deal with revenue. They got to deal with viewer count. They got to deal with all of that. They got to deal with all of that. Say you make a video, they make a video, the views just flop, all right? Nothing, like, nobody views the video. That reflects their pay, all right? We don't have a set pay like the 9 to 5 people do. For a 9 to 5, your pay relies on you, all right? For content creators, our pay relies on us, but it also relies on other people. Think about that. Now, for my second point, it's going to be probability of obtainment. Now, what that means is the probability of obtaining these things, all right? The probability of obtaining a 9 to 5, the probability of obtaining monetization or a nice income of money to live off of on YouTube. All right, we can all agree nothing in life is guaranteed. All right, not a single thing around me, not a single thing in my life is ever guaranteed. I could wake up, this PC could blow up overnight, or this thing could not shut on. My lights can go out, my lights in my house can go out, My house could burn. Nothing is guaranteed in life, all right? That being said, a job is not guaranteed, but also traction on content creating slash YouTube, Twitch, whatever you want to call it, isn't guaranteed as well. That being said, even though none of these two things are guaranteed, let's take a look at these numbers really quick. A single application has about 8.3% of a chance of securing an interview and a 5 out of 8% chance of receiving a job offer. Not to mention, we haven't factored in things like inside relationships, or you have a friend or somebody who can refer you and can put in a word for you to boost your chances in getting the job. For doing YouTube and making content, it is way harder of a percentage to gain traction and furthermore make a living, make enough money to even live off of YouTube. Look at these numbers. The percentage of becoming a popular YouTuber varies based on the definition of success. Obviously, in this case, our form of success is going to be making a living off of YouTube. Just like how you can have a living off of a 9-to-5 job, this is going to be a living off of YouTube, how much money I'm going to be making to even live off of, to even have a house and pay bills off of. With less than a 1% chance of channels enough to make a living, only about 3% reaching 10,000 subscribers. Only 3% of YouTube channels reach 10K subscribers. Out of all the YouTube channels being made, only 3% of them reach 10K. All right? And only 1% of those 3% reach, you feel me, enough money to live off of. Think about that. It's already a lower chance of getting a job to reach 10K subscribers. And then there's also that 1% of people who actually make a living off of YouTube and can live off of YouTube and not work a 9-to-5 job. It doesn't take a mathematician to realize that getting a 9-to-5 has a higher chance of making, good money out of YouTube in order to live in a house and pay rent or pay bills and all that. My next point here is going to be work hours, okay? With a 9-to-5 job, you have a set schedule, you have set hours, and you have a start and you have an end, okay? 9 to 5. After that 5 o'clock, you are gone. You most likely don't have to think about your job until your next shift. Depending on what type of profession or what type of field you are in, you most likely don't have to think about your job the second you clock out, okay? As for YouTubers, it's around the clock. It's almost 24/7 for us. We have to film the videos. We have to edit the videos. We have to make sure the editing is to the viewer's liking. We have to post the video. We have to schedule the posting videos. We have to market the videos and make sure we get it out through the system to make sure that people can actually view the videos, because like I said, our monetization or our income is based off of viewers. All right, then when it's all said and done, after the computer's off, after the camera's off, after these lights are off, we still have to consistently think, okay, what are we going to post next? What is our next move? YouTubers are constantly finding ways and constantly thinking of ideas to pull in more viewers so they could pull in more revenue. So you feel me? It could actually do good and it doesn't flop the second they post it and people are saying, oh, it's just the same thing over and over, or he's non-consistent, so we're gonna stop viewing him. That leads to falling off. And I'm not saying, YouTubers don't take breaks where, 24/7 working machines and da-da-da-da. No, we take breaks, but we always have to keep in mind, yes, we can take breaks, but remember, the longer we take breaks and the more inconsistent we get, the more our views start to click down, and down. And that is bad for us, like I mentioned multiple times. Just like what I stated at the beginning of the video. Yes, there are times where you don't see me post, but like I said, I am consistently out here grinding, thinking of ideas, writing stuff down in my phone. This phone right here, I write stuff down in, and I get video ideas when I'm on my break at my job. I consistently think, hey, what can I post? What can I do to entertain people? What can I get cracking so, people can see that I'm actually worth to engage with, you feel me? And my last and final reason, which should be obvious, is mental tolls. Making content, it's always a fight, it's always a challenge, it's always going to be someone above you, and how can you get above them? There is a constant fight to stay relevant, who can pull more viewers, this, that, and the third, posting high quality images at a consistent rate without losing the high quality, you feel me? It's a lot. One thing people gotta understand who really think that this content creating thing is easy is that people who are one-man teams, like I said, they record, edit, do all the stuff themselves, right? They gotta do all that. Then when they're done with that, they gotta make sure it's high quality. Like I keep saying, high quality. And after that, they post it and they gotta be consistent about it. Consistent. Video after video, consistent. It has to keep the same quality that they had beforehand. And if not, sometimes aim for it to be a little better so they can pour in those more viewers to get that money. Like I said, making content is all around the clock. You feel me? You gotta have things ready. You have to make sure they are high quality. Yes, you could post about 100 videos, but if all those 100 videos are shit, nobody's watching that. That I would rather take one nice, clean video that can pull in 10K viewers than post 100 videos that only have 10 viewers that are probably just me and my friends. All this high quality and all these consistent postings, this will create burnout. This will create mental stress on the creator. I don't think you can tell. Well, I think y'all can really tell. But these bags under my eyes got here for a reason, okay? I've constantly been pushing through sleep, pushing through mental tolls, pushing through a whole bunch of stuff just to get an idea of what I want to post. This is my first time in 2 weeks bringing some shit out, you feel me? It's a lot. It's a lot when it comes to content creating. And I'm not saying when it comes to 9 to 5 people, they don't have the exact same, if not different variants of mental tolls. I'm just saying, don't talk about, making content as a 9 to 5 person without really, having much knowledge on how much you really have to put in to this type of profession. You feel me? Like, yes, I understand. Some 9 to 5s are way more harder than making content like this right here. And some 9 to 5s are a bit easier than this content creating right here. I completely understand. But if you work a 9 to 5 and you tell me, oh, you're just recording video games, I could do that bullshit easily. I just have a camera. I could just record myself playing the game, making jokes, da-da-da-da. My nigga, yes, you can. Anybody can do that. Nigga, my grandma can sit up in this chair and just record herself playing Modern Warfare 3 for all I fucking care. She can do that, alright? But what you can't do is you can't produce it of a high quality. You can't know how to edit and actually make a liking to a viewer, and you can't be consistent about it. That's what you can't do, and that's what you can't admit to. Niggas like that, I don't respect. If they're gonna cover themselves with ignorance and they're not gonna fully see how much effort it takes and how much investing of my time and my money it takes to even get some shit like this, you niggas can't even see my setup. Just know my setup costs like over $4,000. And I'm not saying you need over $4,000 to make some shit I'm making right here. You could make this shit with a laptop and a goddamn iPhone, and you still might be better than me. But all I'm saying is that it takes investment. It takes lots of investment and patience, and make sure you are consistent to even do something to get a fan base of a higher caliber. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Do I think making content is harder than a 9 to 5? To an extent, absolutely. I do both, so I can have an opinion on both. I think a 9 to 5 can be harder than making content depending on what 9 to 5 you have. That's just all I'm saying. But I just want to make this video to let niggas know and just to yap about doing this, making content. It's fucking up there, bro. It's up there, and it deserves way more respect than these old niggas really give it, bro. These old niggas just think this shit is easy. This shit is not easy, fam. I'm sorry to tell you. This shit is not easy. This shit is work. Alright? It's just work. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna be the yap session of 9 to 5 versus content creating. Hey, let me know how y'all feel down in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on them post notices. And yeah, I'll hit y'all boys back in the next video in about fucking 5 damn months because I'm so inconsistent. Very funny, but yeah, y'all boys, I'll catch y'all boys in the next video. Make sure to stay blessed, and yeah, peace.